All right, in this video, we have a pair of sneakers that honestly came out of nowhere, and I'm so stoked that I was able to get these without any hassle. Tokyo Design Studio, it says on the box. So insane that Stone Island and Tokyo Design Studios is actually releasing this as the very first version of this new model, and it is absolutely just insane looking. So if you guys already know the channel, I'm a pretty big fan of New Balance running sneakers, especially something like this, the Super Comp Trainer 2s. Did a review on these already, absolutely insane. Super crazy, super squishy on feet. The second version did not disappoint. The first version was excellent as well. And then now we have something that looks very, very similar, but more in the lifestyle segment, which is exactly what I was hoping eventually we would see, is the use of FuelCell more in a lifestyle-ish sort of setting. So I know this is a design studio pair. So the previous Stone Island collaboration was a pair of elite running sneakers, which is a great pair of sneakers, but really it's a performance running pair of sneakers, and one of the ones that doesn't cross over to the lifestyle side as well as, say, the Super Comps do, because the Super Comps have wide versions, and in my opinion, it's just a better feel overall for like more everyday, instead of the elite runners that are very narrow on the heel. So it was a very interesting pairing with New Balance and Stone Island to make that collaboration. But now you have like the next evolution of that, and they got to introduce their C1 models. So these are called the New Balance Stone Island Tokyo Design Studio FuelCell C1. Not sure what the C is, hopefully we'll find out in a second. But at first glance, I mean, it reminded me kind of like a RoboCop-ish, the way the heel comes together. I knew that the FuelCell is already soft and squishy. The fact that it was so incredibly wide and just the way that the overall sneaker looked, I definitely knew I needed to try these out. And I'm glad I was able to get this colorway. Now, I wanted the other colorway. Unfortunately, it sold out so fast, in my size at least, that these ones sat for a second. I was able to snag them in my size, and I'm super thankful. There's some sizes available left only in big and small sizes. One other thing that I forgot to mention is they actually have an authenticity tag that came with the pair of sneakers. So it's something kind of cool New Balance has done. Now, I think that it's a good step in the right direction. However, obviously, if somebody made a fake version of the shoe, you can just have the real tag with the fake shoe. It's still something that could be odd out there. They really just have to have a way to embed the authenticity into the actual product. And I don't know, we'll see maybe in the future when something like that can happen. This is one of those sneakers, at least for myself, that as soon as I got these in hand, I was like, this is pretty awesome. Like, they're comfortable, they look really crazy, they look very futuristic, they're very innovative. The crazy squish feel that you get on the heel, and these are insane. The fact that you have carbon fiber all through the outside of the shoe, as well as on the side right here, you can see the carbon fiber. It looks really, really crazy, flashy, and it's something that I just was like, I mean, I'm so stoked that I was actually able to get a pair of these. And I know $250 is a lot of money at retail. It's not a little bit of money, it's a lot of money. These Super Comp trainers are $180, so $250 for a Stone Island collaboration. A lot of money for sure, but honestly, in hand and on feet, these things are just, they're gonna get a lot of rotation because of how incredible they feel. Now, a little bit of information about what the product says. It says, introducing the Stone Island New Balance Tokyo Design Studio FuelCell C1. This revolutionary silhouette embodies a dedication to innovation and craft at the core of both brands. Stone Island's legacy of textile innovation is reflected in the shoe's upper construction, which combines synthetic materials and cotton into a single knit for a versatile, forward-thinking expression of the knit uppers favored in contemporary running shoe design. A full-length FuelCell midsole and carbon fiber plate demonstrates New Balance cutting-edge performance technology. These artistic and functional attributes converge like never before through the conceptual design of Tokyo Design Studios. The exaggerated design elements featuring the outsole that extends beyond the heel of the shoe are more than an aesthetic touch, with the added weight providing a counterbalance to the toe push-off, energy-returning feel of the FuelCell. The debut of the FuelCell C1 colorway utilizes color palettes and camouflage patterns inspired by archival Stone Island garments. Now leave a comment in the comment section if you guys like or hate that I read the descriptions of the products in the videos. I know some people are like, why do you do that? It's such a pain. Honestly, I do it because sometimes when these shoes come up, then they go away, and then that product page is gone for good, and there's not a lot of information about specific products that come out like this. So what better way to use the product page? So for me, it's informational to be able to look at the product page and have information for you guys, because again, once it's gone, the page falls off and it's a new year and new things come and go. I've seen some complaints about product descriptions, but if you guys like it or dislike it, please leave a comment and let me know, because I want to make sure that I'm creating something that you guys are interested in. Anyways, I love what they called out with these shoes. The fact that they called out the exaggerated look of the shoe is definitely exaggerated. The heel is by far the most exaggerated shape. The carbon fiber definitely provides the luxury touch and feel to the shoe. It's been something since I've been a kid, like carbon fiber was such a luxurious like product. I don't know. But now you can see carbon fiber up the sides of the shoe and then also on the bottom of the shoe. Now these are a lot heavier in hand than these are, and the Super Comp trainers are, I definitely have more videos coming about these because these are super good. But these are heavier in hand than the Super Comp trainers. On feet though, these things give the Super Comp trainers a run for their money. In fact, I would say that because of the exaggerated nature of the heel, the width of the shoe, the overall feel of this feels more comfortable and more squishy and more balanced than the Super Comp trainers do. And I have the wide version of these. So that's a pretty important feat. The C1s are gonna be not as breathable as the Super Comp trainers, just because the Super Comp trainers are really lightweight. And also based on the volume of the FuelCell, they are heavier than the Super Comp trainers as well. So not as breathable, a little bit heavier, but overall softer and squishier on feet. And I really love the design of this. I actually like the look of these better than those ones, even though the laces are a little bit different. Now, speaking of the laces, that's where these things are pretty crazy. So one thing that I didn't realize until I got these in hand, yeah, you can see the toggle lace thing or whatever here. We've seen those in lots of different sneakers. You can cinch them down and lace them. But the thing that I thought was epic is the fact that in this little section right here, there's a little pouch. And if you take this and put it down there, you hear that? It clicks in. It's magnetic lock down here that locks in the bottom of the lace enclosure. I mean, I don't know why it's a simple thing like that. I'm like, bro, it has a magnet. Like, it's just fire to me. I love conceptually what that offers. So again, it's just one of those functional innovations that I think is super rad. I like the overall camo print on here as well. The browns, the purples look really nice. The tongue is a stretchy mesh, and I like that they did something here with the tongue loop because they sewed it on the front of the shoe and you can't feel it on the back of the shoe. This is one of my biggest pet peeves is when companies create a tongue loop but then stitch it on the back here and then it's like really rough and irritates the back of your tongue. The Asics Gel Nimbus 25s did that, and I just want to cut the thing out because I don't understand why they did that. It just rubs on the back. They did a smart job though on this, and they put it on the front and then you can't feel any of the stitching on the back. So kudos to the design team on that. Also on the front of the shoe, you do have the New Balance logo that is embroidered on the front. And unlike the previous collaboration where you had Stone Island on one and then New Balance on the other, it's just the New Balance wings on both of them. I like that. I think that's nice. And also on the heel of the shoe, you don't have any co-branding. It just says Stone Island. So I think that it's kind of cool that they decided to go and just make them exactly the same on both. Sometimes when I get sneakers, I have to just look at both shoes. I'm like, is this one half branded, Similar like the insole. So this one says Stone Island, this one says Tokyo Design Studios New Balance. I really feel like these things are incredible. And on feet, again, the max cushion sneaker competition for my top 10 list this year is heating up crazy because these are like nuts. I mean, these are pretty much like a 9.9 for comfort in the heel of these things. They're just absolutely ridiculous. Very well designed, very cool looking pair of sneakers. And I love the fact that this came in a collaborative effort with Stone Island and the Tokyo Design Studios and stuff to create something just so incredibly original in this sneaker space where there's a lot of competition out there. If you get caught up in the new colorways of the Jordans and the Dunks and stuff, which I love as well, it's fun, but I love the innovative side of sneakers as well. And I think that this is a prime example of like the innovation and the collaborative effort of creating something super rad. Price point is ridiculous though at $250, but it's also the first of its kind, and you're paying for Stone Island brand as well. So it's something that's gonna be kind of expensive. Anyways, I'll link them in the description, and if you guys wanna try the little brother, I guess, of this sneaker, these things are amazing, and I will have more information about the Super Comp Trainer 2s because I have more videos coming comparing these to some other popular models like the Asics Gel Nimbus 25s and the Invincible Runs, even the Ultra Boost 22s, because they're very different on feet even though they have max cushion stacks. If you guys did like the video, drop a like on the video, and if you guys would like to subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so. Also in the description of the video, if you guys can, follow me over on Twitter, follow me over on Instagram, on social. I like to connect with you guys over on probably Twitter the most. It's just the easiest way to get in contact with me, and I love to interact with you guys over there. But have a good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for more content. All right, peace guys.